This is John, host of Video Games in the World, and this is my live stream of Metroid Zero Mission for the Game Boy Advance. It's been a long time since I ever made something like this. So this is where it all begins, folks. Yep, I'm using a live stream device, a live stream app called OBS Studio. Because I've done commentary gameplay, but I never, ever live streamed a playthrough before. So this might be like quite a speed, a live streaming long play. So Planet Samus, I called this place home once in peaceful times long before evil haunted the caverns below. Now I shall finally tell the tale of my first battle here. My so-called Zero Mission Samus Aran. So, it begins. Yeah. Okay, to all those who are watching my live stream, all I want to say to you that in these trying times, all I ask for you is to stay safe, drink lots of water, and also remember, if you've been on quarantine for such a long time, and you feel like it has taken a toll on your morale, make sure you spend the time doing a lot of activities such as exercising, reading, playing video games, watching movies, and also please to support our local restaurants because they need our help. Order some foods that you like burgers, pizza, or better yet, make your own home-cooked foods. That is, if you have food to cook, of course. Pardon me, I didn't want to say that. But yes, just be strong and remember, we're all together in this. Well, a couple of years ago, I made the original Metroid on the NES. Gotta say, it was fun to do the Metroid, to do the original Metroid. I've been talking about who should be Samus Aran in a live-action movie. Usually, I'd say Katie Lotz should be Samus Aran, or Jennifer Lawrence, or Sierra Hanna, or how about an unknown actress for once? I know Brie Larson, aka Captain Marvel, wants to be Samus Aran if they make a live-action Metroid movie, but I don't think that's going to happen anytime soon, a live-action Metroid movie, because probably they'll screw it up just like most movie video game adaptations get screwed up. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Brie Larson could be a good Samus Aran. Boy, am I gonna get a lot of heat for saying that, because you know Brie Larson gets a lot of hate for a lot of the stupid crap that she said, you know. And why haven't I done any latest news or anything like that? Well, I've been trying to keep my composure in this pandemic and in this quarantine, you know, because you know it's not easy, and there were certain things I had to take care of. don't worry. This will end. It may not end anytime soon, but we gotta stay strong no matter what. Just so you know. But I heard a lot of stuff like now I could give you some opinions while doing this playthrough, this live stream playthrough. My very first live stream playthrough video game. I'm not trying to be like the next one coin only or Shirako or anything like that. I just do me. Just be you, man. Better than trying to be others and comparing yourself to others. Now, I heard a couple of days ago that Ruby Rose will no longer be Batwoman. Well, what can I say? Okay. Here's my opinion about Batwoman look. I made a review months ago when it premiered, but only the first 2 episodes. I thought it was like a 6 out of 10, and I continued giving it a chance right up until the 3rd episode, and that's when I stopped watching because the reason why I stopped watching was bad writing, fighting choreography was amateur at best. And the acting was just terrible. Now, there's a lot of controversy about the Batwoman show regarding Ruby Rose, that she didn't have such a good time on set and she didn't get along so well with anyone. Well, you know, that's the acting world. Some actors don't get along well with others. Not even their castmates and crew. But there's gonna be another actress that's to play Batwoman, and there's I don't remember her last name, but the actress's name is called Stephanie, and she's a American Argentine actress who wants to be the replacement for Ruby Rose. Well, all I gotta say is good luck to her. That's all. And you know, in this pandemic, I've been watching the Arrowverse, which I stopped watching a long time ago. Like after Arrow season 5, I stopped watching. I wasn't paying much attention to it, but I heard that the 100 is coming to an end. I haven't been watching it after season 2 because there was a time that I didn't have such a great time in my own personal life 5 years ago. But I never gave up and pulled through. So I'm gonna try to binge watch every episode of the 100 until I finally catch up to the final season. So I remember watching 6 years ago the 100 for the first time. It was like a combination After Earth and the Hunger Games in one. Well, folks, this is our main antagonist, the one and only Mother Brain, Madre Cerebro, as we call her in Latin America, in a Captain N cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Norfair. God, I love the theme song of Norfair. And I've been watching Netflix shows also in this pandemic, like Witcher. And I also saw that Chris Hemsworth movie, Extraction. I really freaking love that movie. It was so freaking awesome, in my opinion. I don't care what those SJWs say about that movie. I thought it was pretty good. Unknown item. Analysis inconclusive. Ledges and corners. Let's see if I can do this without having to climb all the way to the top. Come on, come on. I can do this. I can do this. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, darn it. I could have done better than that. Whatever. Toss a coin to your Witcher Valley of Plenty. Playthroughs to entertain. Yeah, I may not be the most subscribed YouTuber, I may not get many views, but look, I may try to get a career on YouTube, but look, I am not totally interested in fame or glory. All I care about is entertaining people. And whenever bad situations come at me, all I have to do is learn from mistakes and make the best of it and move on. That's all I do. Also, if you're watching this live stream, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. And by the way, when this is over, Video Games in the World will come back stronger than ever. More reviews, more news, everything. And episodes to write. For season 4. Also, now that I remember, because I forgot, what I wanted to say was that I have a Resident Evil channel. You can find a link in the description once I'm done with this long play. And I just got the ice beam. Samus Aran with the ice beam? Huh. Elsa's got nothing on her. I still love you, Elsa. And that voice, Idina Menzel? Oh my god, what a lovely voice she has. Speaking of Elsa, before this quarantine started, Ciara Renee, who played as Hawk Girl in Legends of Tomorrow, played as Elsa. And damn, she looked good as Elsa. And beautiful, too. Too bad they took it off his Netflix show. This TV show, Spartacus. I should be just watching that show right now. With a nice cold beer, like I used to do every Friday whenever I watch that show. Spartacus and a nice cold beer. Speaking of Spartacus, I remember the first time I was watching Arrow and I saw Manu Bennett as Slade and Katrina Law as Nissa Al Ghul and Nick E. Tarabay as Captain Boomerang in The Flash. I was like, damn, it's a Spartacus reunion. Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell in The Flash. And also Robert Knepper, who played as the clock guy in The Flash, one of the villains. It was a Prison Break. The Arrowverse is not just a Spartacus reunion, it's a Prison Break reunion. Prison Break, what a damn good show that was. My sister was the one who put me to watch that show. Oh my god, that was phenomenal. So not only this the high jump boost is only like the high jump in this game, but also you got the spring ball as well, where Samus is able to jump as a ball. That's something for my birthday. Now, a week ago, I beat Final Fantasy VII, and boy did I love that game. It was so good. The Final Fantasy VII remake was phenomenal. My final score is 9 out of 10. My ranting about Final Fantasy VII Remake is sometimes it got too excessive with the cutscenes, and some boss battles were like excessive in a way. But still, it was a one-of-a-kind remake that kept the spirit of the original game for the PS1. And to think that Final Fantasy VII on the PS1 was my very first Final Fantasy, because at the time when I was a kid, I was always a Nintendo kid, most like most of the kids my age, and also played Sega Genesis. I used to let my cousin my Super NES, and he used to let me the Sega Genesis. Great. So we could play the games that we liked. Great times, bro. Oh my goodness. Playing Sonic, Street Fighter, and when my cousin came in from New York for a summer vacation, he brought his video game, X-Men, for the Sega Genesis. That was a damn good game, X-Men. Gambit was my most used character, but the worst character to use in the Sega Genesis X-Men was frickin' Cyclops, the so-called leader of the X-Men. I remember that there's this Super Metroid hack called Super Zero Mission. There are different versions of it, but they're pretty hard. And I mean hard. Speaking of tough video games, I remember this game on the Sega Genesis called Shakana Forever Man, based on the comic book of the same name by Robert A. Krause, and the game was designed by Ed Annunziata. Shakana Forever Man, and in the comics, for eons, many would quake with fear with the mere mention of his name. So, he's been slaughtering supernatural evils long before Sir Daniel and Dante ever existed. But let me tell you something, man. Shakana Forever Man is one of the most hardest games ever created by Sega of America. It's a video game that will challenge your gaming skills, piss you off, make you cry, break your controllers, and even leave you partially insane. Quoting K-Wing, of course. Oh my god. Great times. About my Resident Evil channel, right now I'm uploading Resident Evil 4, one of my favorite titles in the franchise. And also, in my playthrough, I included some subtitles in some of the scenes when they're speaking Spanish, and also I include comments like the insults and all that stuff, what they say, because as you know, I speak Spanish, I'm a Latino, and you know, I'm Caribbean Latino, Dominican actually, for those who don't know. Latino hate. remember watching all these people talking about Eddie Guerrero that night, and people wearing armbands that say, and t-shirts that say, I'm your papi, I'm your daddy in Spanish. Now papi is like daddy in Spanish. And you know, all these wrestlers crying, see them cry, you know, men do cry, and sometimes, no matter how big or strong a guy might be, he can display some emotion from time to time, you know, when something moves him. It's okay for a man to cry, but when something moves them and touches them right in the feels, and also it's okay to cry when you lose a loved one, or something very meaningful, or something or someone that mean a lot to you. But crying over everything, that doesn't help at all. But at the same time, do not let your emotions control you. If only I had super muscles, I would have been this big ass Godzilla in an instant. Speaking of Godzilla, Create would be big, but Godzilla would make it this bitch. That's for sure. Ace Ventura and Detective. Speaking of Ace Ventura and Detective, the movie's on Netflix. Oh yeah. Good night. So long, sucker. And one eye is her, and that is at the head of Crane. Alright. Oh yeah. And I got the speed booster. Whee! Okay, now you gotta run. Run like the Flash. Whew! Grant Gustin, eat your heart out. You too, Candace Patton. Because Samus Aran just outrun with the speed booster. Oh yeah, don't forget us Romella. You gotta run. Just kidding, you guys. You're cool. Well, Ezra got under a lot of fire for choking the fan. That's what's up. Now, about Ezra Miller and Grant Gustin as the Flash, here's my honest opinion. Personally, I prefer Grant Gustin as Barry Allen because he is more Barry Allen than Ezra Miller himself. Ezra Miller is more like the Wally West type of Flash, in my honest opinion. Can't wait to see the Zack Snyder cut of Justice League. So the Zack Snyder cut must be really, really cool. Freaking Rios. correr, fanáticos. Ay, Dios mío. Estúpida criatura. These are the voyages of the starship of the Space Pirates. Its leader, Ridley, and its mission to kill Samus Aran and boldly go where no space pirate has, or should I say, and boldly do what no space pirate has done before. Kill Samus Aran. And also, today is the anniversary of Star Wars Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. To me, Episode 5 is the best of the original trilogy. You know, 20 years ago, when I had my N64, I was hoping... I remember when I bought Jet Force Gemini. I wanted to play that game so bad, because Jet Force Gemini reminded me so much of Metroid, like fighting insects and stuff like that. But it was from the people that brought you video games such as GoldenEye and Diddy Kong on Racing. Great titles from Rare, back when Rare was in its prime. Boy, do I miss Rare. Rare. The company that brought you GoldenEye and Diddy Kong Racing. And Jet Force Gemini and Perfect Dark, yes. Okay, if you want me to keep on topic about the Metroid franchise, well, I can tell you the biography. I read the manga, the manga of Metroid, or the e-manga as people call it. Ooh, the berry suit, I got it. Orange color. Well, now I gotta say that orange is the new black. Yeah, it was a good show, but some people stopped watching that show like after 3 or 4 seasons or something like that. 2020 might have been might be a very sloppy year, but all we gotta do is do the best that we can for everyone, for ourselves, for our families, and our friends. Anyway, let me rephrase about the year. I'm not gonna call it sloppy. I'm gonna call it what it is. A crappy year. This damn censorship on YouTube. It's supposed to be YouTube, not a freaking nursery school. Okay, so we all know the biography of Samus Aran. Samus Aran was born in the mining colony of K2L, an Earth mining colony, which used to mine an ore known as a fluorotite, used for fuel and energy purposes. Samus had a happy life with her parents, Rodney and Virginia, until the day the space pirates attacked and killed her parents. But Rodney Aran destroyed the space pirates by shooting a fluorotite, causing a chain reaction that exploded and destroyed most of the colony, or the entire colony, I should say. And Samus Aran was orphaned by her nemesis, Ridley. The old bird took her in and raised her as if she was his own daughter, and infused her with Chozo blood, like turning her into a super soldier, Captain America style. So she trained, she was educated there, and then that's when she was given the power suit. She later went to join the Galactic Federation and then became a bounty hunter. While in the Galactic Federation, she served under a CEO who was a human father figure, Adam Malkovich. Well, now I like the idea of Adam Malkovich being a father figure to Samus than being the cliche romantic figure. Because if Adam Malkovich was a romantic figure for Samus, then that would have been too cliche. And Samus Aran, in my honest opinion, she's a hero that happens to be a woman. And you know what, man? Since as far back as I can remember, as a child, I always loved strong female characters. Why? Because they're so cool and so badass. So this is a mini boss. And I just love how they have the theme of the sports ball from Super Metroid when you fight this guy. Creature. What? Creature. Apologies. jeez. Oh, what's wrong? Turning blue? Okay, so we're gonna go to fight the mini boss Imago in order to get our super missile, but there's also other ways to get the super missile, but I'm trying to fight every boss in this game. I'm not gonna get 100% all of the items, no, I'm just doing another thing. And he just got out of his shell. Samus Aran, look. Samus Aran is based on Ellen Ripley of the Alien franchise. Okay. Oh, this doesn't hurt you. Alright, guys. Let's take the scenic route. Now, also, I want to express my heartfelt sympathy to all the people who lost a friend and a family member due to the coronavirus. My best sympathy is with all of you. We're all together in this. To those who lost a job, don't give up and keep fighting for a better one. My last playthrough was Wolfenstein, The New Order. I'll do Wolfenstein. I'll upload Wolfenstein The New Colossus pretty soon. And yes, it is going to be the first timeline. The Wyatt timeline I like, but the Fergus timeline I like the most because Fergus is funny, and the Scottish accent makes him so badass. energy fully restored. Okay, Ridley? Time to kick your ass. I always do that against Ridley. A year ago, Game of Thrones ended, and boy was I pissed with the ending. I didn't like it. Well, but unfortunately, of what I read in an article, Carice Van Houten, who played as the Red Woman, Melisandre, she loved the ending and called the ones who hated the ending being ungrateful and entitled. Man, you can't criticize anything anymore nowadays. Because nowadays, either you love it and you're praised, or if you hate something, get ready to suffer a lot of name calling, endure a lot of name calling. Well, calling us ungrateful, is it our fault that Season 8 sucked? Blame the writers. Don't blame us. Because of us, that show, the fans, we're the reason for your success in the first place. Sure, there are many asshats out there. There are asshats in the fandom, but not all of us are a bunch of idiots. screw attack. Remember in the original Metroid when the very suit was pink colored? Wave beam. There we go. It's time to go to Torian. devil murderers that killed each other over a story that wasn't even spoiled it. This man sounds like to be such a jackass. Well, people, this is it. Torian. Just in the black. If you want to watch a show, it's on Netflix. It ended last year, but still, enjoy to your heart's content. And for goodness sake, don't skip the intro. This one is so damn good. Green ones give you missiles. Okay, that's it. This anime also called Kenra Ashura. It's like an anime version of Fight Club, which is also another great movie. Fight Club. Oh my god. entire collection from 1.5, 2.5, 2.8, and 3 itself. It was on sale, so I bought it on the PlayStation Network. But what pisses me off about 1.5 and 2.5 is that neither 358 8.5 days is playable or recoded is playable. They're just movies. That actually got me really freaking pissed off. Self-destruct mechanism activated. Time to haul ass up on Yahoo! Oh no! We're gonna crash! The timing of my escape couldn't have been worse. I was attacked by space pirates and left nearly defenseless, stripped of my power suit. All I had for protection was my rather useless emergency pistol. Infiltrating the space pirate mothership so armed may have been foolish, but I had no choice. Could I survive long enough to escape? Of course you can survive long enough, Samus. You're freaking Samus Aran. You're strong. You need no one to rescue you. 12 years ago, I made a Flash movie and posted it on Newgrounds called Samus vs. Shadow. He's watching you. It was more of a brawl type of fight, because Smash Bros. Brawl was about to be released, and I couldn't wait to play the heck out of that game. You know, some gamers in this stage. They can make it like they can do a perfect stealth in this one, but it's mad hard to do a perfect stealth in this. It's perfect. Woo! I made it. It's not easy get going ninja style in this place. Reasons for me to get a Nintendo Switch. 1, I want to play Breath of the Wild and its sequel. 2, I want to play Metroid Prime 4. And 3, I want to play Smash Bros. Ultimate again. Birchlight. I'm not such a ninja in this place. But you know, in this pandemic, not only I did some gaming, but also took the time for personal reflection about me and a lot of things. Just like a lot of people did. Yeah, a lot of people became a lot nicer after this. Like self-reflection, how to better themselves, you know. Shows are ruins. Yes. Watch out for the searchlight. Is watching you, but the whole temple is watching you. I like how they designed the temple in this one, like a beautiful design of ancient Egyptian culture or something like that. Ancient Egypt has such an amazing, beautiful culture. Like drawings of the sun god Ra, the dark god Anubis, you know. pyramids as well. Samus, I was like, yay, Justin Bailey! But I always wonder, when I was playing the old Metroid game, who the heck was Justin Bailey anyway? She's ready. This is a trial. The trial of a warrior. Are you proving yourself worthy? Plasma beam, the gravity suit, and finally, the space jump. What an epic moment, ladies and gentlemen. And now, it's time to go after my Corelli and beat the heck out of this game. this is over and the social distancing ends too, I hope you can give your family and your loved ones a nice hug, because that's what we all gotta do. But even though the virus is slowing down, and the quarantine is lifted little by little, don't be stupid. Like those outside violating safety precautions. Don't be stupid. Those fools don't go all Jackie Chan on me. Willing is not enough, it's the problem. Willing is not enough, it's the sorry, just getting for myself. Chozos that are made of silver. Those guys. Oh, I got killed. Yeah, I got careless. What can I say? Things happen. But hopefully you enjoyed the playthrough. I'll try to be more careful next time. So, I'm John, host of Video Games in the World. Peace out.